Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today's video, I do in fact want to give you guys an update what is happening with Bitcoin right now, and of course the entire cryptocurrency market. There is in fact a fair few Bitcoin charts that I do in fact want to show you guys, and I want to talk more about DCAing into Bitcoin and why you guys should completely just DCA into Bitcoin right now, starting right now if you haven't already. Okay, if you have been DCA into Bitcoin, don't stop. Continue to DCA into Bitcoin and accumulate your Bitcoins, right? And get to 1 Bitcoin. I've been telling you guys many times, I've been talking about this topic for the longest time now, why you guys should accumulate 1 full Bitcoin. Okay, you guys know that. Okay, so if you guys have in fact been watching my videos for the past few years, pretty much ever since I started this YouTube channel, I've been telling you guys, I've been pretty much begging you guys to accumulate 1 full Bitcoin, because I promise you guys this, 1 full Bitcoin will change your life. If you're watching this video right now and you have, accumulated 1 full Bitcoin, understand, okay, this 1 Bitcoin will change your life. You will become wealthy in the future. You will obviously become a millionaire, potentially the first millionaire in your family. So understand, guys, owning 1 full Bitcoin, okay, is in fact a big deal. But before I talk more about that, guys, I want to give you guys an update on what is actually happening with Bitcoin. And talking about, accumulating more Bitcoin and DCA into Bitcoin, I'm actually going to go ahead and buy more Bitcoin myself, DCA more into Bitcoin today, right? So yes, guys, I am in fact going to be buying more Bitcoin for today's video. But before I do that, guys, let me just show you guys what has been happening with Bitcoin today. So you guys can just clearly see we are in fact in the 4-hour time frame. And you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is still holding strong above $70,000, 70,400, just below 70,500. And you guys can just clearly see, ever since yesterday, we did in fact see Bitcoin, pumping back up to $69,000 and of course $70,000. So that's absolutely amazing to see, guys. Bitcoin is now back at $70,000, and you guys can just clearly see that, for the past 24 hours, we're not really seeing much movements today for altcoins and Bitcoin. You guys can see the market today is down 26%, so nothing too crazy today. And you guys can clearly see the global crypto market cap is sitting at 2.63 trillion. Okay, so soon enough, guys, okay, the global crypto market cap is going to be above 3 trillion. Okay, and of course 4 trillion, and it's going to go higher and higher and higher, hopefully, and it will, right, in the next bull market. We know the next bull market is coming. But here's some pretty bullish news about Bitcoin. Hong Kong is set to approve spot Bitcoin ETFs next week. Okay, reports indicate. So are you guys prepared for this? Okay, we know, guys. Okay, at the beginning of this year in 2024, okay, January 11th of 2024, I believe. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure January 11th of 2024 this year. So back in January, about 10 to 11 Bitcoin ETFs were officially approved by the SEC. And this was obviously very, very bullish. And we know a lot of these institutions, right, ever since these Bitcoin ETFs were officially approved, a lot of these institutions like Fidelity and of course BlackRock, they have been accumulating and buying into Bitcoin. Understand, guys, they want to take your Bitcoins. And that's why I've been telling guys many, many times to hold your Bitcoins. Continue to DCA more into Bitcoin. Buy more Bitcoins, okay, before the action runs out. Okay, there's not enough Bitcoins to go around for everyone. We know that, guys. So 1 Bitcoin is, in fact, a big deal, okay? But yeah, Marcus Saylor also tweeted this out. Okay, the halving is coming, and he's not wrong. Okay, we know the Bitcoin halving event is coming. I've talked about this many, many times. And you guys can just clearly see right here the Bitcoin halving countdown, literally less than 10 days away, guys. You guys can just clearly see that. Less than 10 days away. Okay, so pretty much in about a week time, okay, just over a week time, the Bitcoin halving event is pretty much going to happen, guys. This is not actually 100% accurate, but it's pretty accurate, right? So this is just the estimate date, okay, 21st of April 2024, right? So understand, guys, the Bitcoin halving event is literally right around the corner. It's about to happen. And we know, guys, every single time we have the Bitcoin halving event, a massive run does in fact happen. And this chart just clearly just shows you guys, okay, every single time we have had the Bitcoin halving event, a massive bull run does in fact begin for Bitcoin, meaning the entire crypto market will pump as well. Because if Bitcoin is pumping, then altcoins will pump with it. So understand the entire crypto market will pump as well. So you guys can just clearly see, okay, our first halving, we saw Bitcoin absolutely having a rally, a beautiful rally. Same with the second halving, okay. Bitcoin absolutely skyrocketed. We know what happened in 2017. That was a great year for Bitcoin and crypto. And then, of course, our most previous halving event, our third halving back in 2020, and we saw what happened in 2021. Beautiful rally up to the upside. And you guys can just clearly see where we are right now. Bitcoin is, in fact, about to have its fourth halving event, okay, very soon, just like I showed you guys, okay, in less than 2 weeks' time. And you guys can just clearly see we are, in fact, about to enter the next rally, okay. So prepare yourself, guys, okay, prepare yourselves because a massive rally is coming for Bitcoin and crypto. Okay, we know, guys, a massive bull run is coming. The bull run is coming, guys. Okay, it really, really is. So prepare yourselves for that. But yeah, guys, also want to show you guys this because you know, in the next upcoming few months and whatnot, you know, throughout this year in 2024, okay, Bitcoin's going to reach new highs. Okay, we saw about, you know, over a month ago, Bitcoin reaching over $73,000, but it's not going to stop there. Okay, eventually Bitcoin's going to go back up above $73,000, you know, its previous high, okay, which was in fact its new high. And then it's going to keep going up. It's going to reach a new high. So Title of Crypto has showed us a chart indicating Bitcoin's next target zone, and it's around $85,000 to $98,000. Now, I've been telling you guys many times, and a lot of people that are in fact in the crypto space, that are in fact in Bitcoin, especially, right, that are in fact Bitcoiners, we have all the same predictions for Bitcoin's price for this year in 2024, end of this year in 2024, and that's a 100k Bitcoin. Okay, so understand, guys, I really do believe, okay, we're going to easily see Bitcoin at 100k towards the end of this year in 2024. I think that is very, very possible. So be prepared for that. But yes, Mags has showed us here, okay, the Bitcoin bull run is pretty much here, guys. Okay, the bull market, okay, is coming. We're pretty much like right at the early stage of a bull market. And I'm pretty sure you guys understand that, right? We can all see that. And this chart just clearly shows us that, right? So understand, guys, okay, a bull run is coming. The Bitcoin halving event is right around the corner, which means one thing: a bull run is coming, which means we're going to enter the next bull market. Okay, but yes, guys, where will Bitcoin's next top be from the next upcoming bull market / bull cycle? So I've been telling you guys many times. Okay, 200k is very possible. $250,000, just like what Stock Money Lizards is showing us here. $250,000 is very, very possible. You guys can just clearly see that, but I think it could potentially go way higher than 250k. We could potentially even see a 300k Bitcoin or over 300k Bitcoin, right, in the next upcoming bull cycle. Of course, I'm talking, you know, the year next year, 2025. I told you guys, right? 2024 is going to be a great year for Bitcoin and crypto, but guess what? 2025 is going to get even better, okay? So prepare yourselves for that, you guys. But I really do believe Bitcoin can easily reach 200k to 250k to even over 300k in the next top, right, for the next bull market. So we will see. But yes, I just found this interesting, and I just wanted to search this up because I think it's actually pretty interesting. I just wanted to know, okay, how many people out there actually own one Bitcoin? That's all I wanted to know. And it says here approximately 827,000 addresses that hold one Bitcoin or more. Okay, so that's less than a minute, but I actually came across this article. Okay, and this article came out last year in May 13th of 2023, right? You guys can just clearly see that. And it says, going full Bitcoiner, 1 million addresses now own one Bitcoin or more. Okay, so apparently there's now hopefully over 1 million addresses that own and hold one Bitcoin or more, which is very, very bullish. It seems like a lot of people are out there, okay, that are in fact investing into Bitcoin, you know, researching about Bitcoin, why it's important to own one full Bitcoin, because I understand one full Bitcoin, where it can get you in the future, especially long term. to understand the technology behind Bitcoin, why we need at least one full Bitcoin. I've been telling you guys many times why you guys need one full Bitcoin, right? Understand, guys, Bitcoin obviously has a supply limit of 21 million Bitcoins. And there's about, over 8 billion people that live on Earth. Obviously, if you do the simple math, there's not enough Bitcoins to go around for everyone. In fact, we know Bitcoin is the most scarce digital asset out there. In fact, the most scarce asset out there. Only 21 million Bitcoins. In fact, it's lower than that. Okay, it's about 16 million Bitcoins. Okay, and the reason for that is because, millions of other Bitcoins, right, were in fact lost forever, right, during its early times. Okay, so understand, guys, we only have about 16 or less million Bitcoins, which makes it even more scarce. So understand, guys, owning one full Bitcoin will be life-changing in the future. Okay, yes, today, okay, for 2024, it's sort of rare to see someone owning one full Bitcoin. It's sort of rare, but guess what? Long term, in the future, right, it's going to be extremely rare. Right now, yes, it's sort of rare, but in the future, it's going to be more rare. It's going to be extremely rare. Okay, so that's that. Pretty interesting. But yeah, what is Bitcoin dollar cost averaging? Okay, a beginner's guide. So I want to show you guys this article because it's actually pretty interesting. And I want to read throughout some parts here because it is pretty true, right? But we know what dollar cost averaging is, guys. Okay, if you guys don't know what dollar cost averaging is, in simple terms, it's pretty much just say, for example, you want to invest into Bitcoin. You want to invest, let's just say $100 every week. Okay, let's just say, this is just an example. Let's just say you want to invest $100 into Bitcoin every week. You will do that consistently. Okay, so every week you will just automatically invest $100 into Bitcoin. Whether Bitcoin is pumping or dumping on that day, you will just automatically invest that $100 into Bitcoin, right? Every week, guys, no matter how Bitcoin is performing on that day, right? And you'll do that consistently for a very long time, right? So that is DCAing, okay? That is pretty much what it is, guys, okay? It is just a very clear example. But it says here, dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, also called Bitcoin DCA, is an investment strategy where you buy a fixed amount of BTC, Bitcoin at a regular intervals, no matter of the price. Okay, so how does Bitcoin DCA work? Set a budget, which is true. Okay, it could be $100, $200, $500, or $1,000. It's really up to you, right? But let's just say you want to put a bit more than $100. Let's just say every week you've been doing it for, you've been investing $100 every week. Let's just say in a single week you want to put a bit more, maybe double it to 100. That's okay. That's even better, right? You can do that too. Okay, and then decide, whether you want to do it weekly or monthly. Personally, I do it pretty much every week or every 2 weeks, every fortnight, right? And then of course start stacking stats. Okay, it says here. Okay, and most importantly, keep calm and stack and hodl. And that is very true, right? Keep calm, okay, no matter Bitcoin is dropping or whatnot, because understand, guys, Bitcoin will eventually, bounce back up. Okay, it always does that long term. Understand, you're doing this for long term. You're not doing this for short term. You're doing this for your future self. You want to get to one Bitcoin. So just relax, guys. Whether Bitcoin is pumping or dumping, especially when it's dropping and crashing, and everyone's freaking out, do not panic. Buy more, right? Take it as a golden opportunity to buy more Bitcoin on red days, okay? So yeah, that is the simple terms, guys, of DCAing into Bitcoin, right? Very simple. And DCAing is obviously a great investing strategy, okay? Not just for Bitcoin, but any other asset out there. Okay, a lot of people use DCAing in stock markets and bonds and whatnot, or gold or silver, any asset. But just stick with the Bitcoin, okay? Because Bitcoin is the best asset out there. So speaking about buying into Bitcoin and DCAing into Bitcoin, let's go ahead and invest $1,800 today. So let's go ahead and do that. 1,800. There we have it. Buy, and that is the amount of Bitcoins that I will in fact be getting. So pretty much over, a percent of a Bitcoin, almost 2% of a Bitcoin. You guys can clearly see. So that's beautiful. Confirm buy. And there we have it, guys. I just bought more Bitcoin. I accumulated more Satoshis. Okay, so that is that. And I hope you guys are in fact buying more Bitcoin right now and getting to that goal of owning one full Bitcoin. Okay, so on that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. I will obviously, keep you guys updated what's happening with Bitcoin, but y'all can just clearly see Bitcoin is now back at $70,000. It says $110,000 right here because it's an AED currency, but in USD terms, it's at $70,000. So obviously Bitcoin is back at $70,000, which is great to see. We'll obviously keep you guys updated, so stay tuned for that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. That is always appreciated, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.